To be or not to be? That is the question.
So your question is it better to be alive or dead?
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against a sea of trouble, and by posing in them,
Are you more honorable if you put up with all the nasty things that luck throws your way and stay alive? Or to fight against all those troubles by simply putting an end to them once and for all by killing yourself?
to die, to sleep, no more. And by sleep we say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks the flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consumption devoutly to be wished.
Well, let's consider the death. Dying, sleeping, that's all dying is. A sleep that ends all the heartache and shocks that life on earth gives us. That's an achievement to wish for. That's also just an easy way out.
To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, then we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause.
To die, to sleep. To sleep, maybe to dream sounds like a good life to me. Ah, but there's the catch. In death's sleep, who knows what kind of dreams might come. After we've put the noise and commotion of our old life behind us, what if life after death is worse than this reality?
There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. Hamlet! For who would bear the whips and scorns of time?
Yeah, that is certainly something to worry about. Considering that fear of life after death makes us stress out for suffering so long and continue to live through all the pain. That fear has pushed me through all the consequences of all my sinful actions.
The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of depressed love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurs that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself smites his quietus mate with a bare bodkin.
After all, who likes to be humiliated? Nobody. Putting up with all the abuse from superiors, the insults of cocky men, the pangs of feeling unloved, the inefficiency of the government, the rudeness of people in office, and the mistreatment good people have to take from bad, when you could just simply take out your knife and call it quits?
Who would fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life? But that's the dread of something after death. The undiscovered countries from whose bourne no traveler returns. The puzzle, the will that makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we not know of.
Who would want to grunt and sweat through an exhausting life unless they were afraid of something dreadful after death? Like Hotel California, you can check in, but you can never leave. Death's hotels hold no... Who would want to grunt and sweat through an exhausting life unless they were afraid of something dreadful after death? Like Hotel California, you can check in, but you can never leave. Death's hotels hold no visitors, only permanent guests. We question death constantly without getting any answers, so we choose to stick to the evils we know, like small sins, rather than rushing off to seek the ones we don't like, suicide, death itself.
This conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great fleet and moment, with this regard, their courage turn awry, and lose the name of action.
You know, fear of death makes us all cowards, and our natural boldness becomes weak with too much thinking. Actions that should be carried out at once, like suicide, get misdirected, and soon that fear of death causes those actions of suicide to stop being actions at all. They become dreams.
softy now, the fair Ophelia. Then